Hello and a happy Thursday. We're here, but I'm not sure about the thoughts. She had some, and then she decided that she was over it.
I did.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to get over some things.
And, you know, if I thought about him the other day when it was Tweaky Tuesday, I could have thoughted it up, but I didn't. I'm over it.
There you go.
So, we're just moving on.
Moving on. Actually, let's just do this little thing. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are
PM Artist Studio.
Look at that. That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you're here. If you want to hang out in the background, that's totally fine. We do not mind at all, but we would really love it if you would give those thumbsy upsies. That's because it does let the, you know, YouTube algorithm know that you're very satisfied with this situation, and some others might be satisfied with it as well. Like a little twist there? Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Now let's say hello to everybody, because they have started saying hello in the chat. We got participants. Angela is here. Art Curious, that's Miriam. Arkansas Crazy Quilter, that's Dawn. Barbara Cabrera. Betsy, Candy, Carrie, Christy, Colleen, Darcy, Dana, Eddie, Elizabeth, hello. Estella, Griffin-Shaw, that's Rhonda, Isabel, Jeanette, a.k.a. Janet. Joni Marone is here. Miron. That's the proper way to say it. Joni Sorson is here. Hello. Kathy, Laura, Lisa, Mary Ellen, Monica's here. Rennie, SAG, that's Sarah. Sherry is here. Silver Granny and her grumpy gnome, that's Lynn. Susan Stephan, SWL, that is Sherry. Got Tamarie, we call her Tam. Tina is here. That is Schwanberg. Tina Schwanberg. Tracy LeBoeuf. Trish Coogan and Wendy is here from Down Under. And Y. Stevenson. Alrighty, quite the crew. Artie Dar just popped in there. Hello, hello. Probably some others. If I missed you, was not on purpose. It's simply you do not show up in the, you know, do-de-do. Wow, Artie Dar, thanks, man. That's a way to start a stream. She gave us some super chat.
Alright.
Look at that. Making some money today.
Alright.
Like it.
That's good.
Got some fun things to show y'all.
Yeah, we do.
If you want to spend your money.
You got your money, honey? We got the time.
Are you going to thought about anything? Just, you know, some general
No, I'm
thought?
just
Oh,
gonna...
she's angry with me about me fluffing my hair. If you want to know some thoughts.
I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to just be the bigger person.
See, it looks good for about 5 seconds. See, I like it. About like that. And then, well, see, that looks a little bouffanty. She says it's a little vain. I was afraid of which finger you put up.
Who gives a, you know what?
Oh, yeah, and then my bangs have been... I don't know why they're doing this. I just need to lean this way. There's some thoughts.
There's some thoughts.
About my hair. I'm going to go top side. Very short thoughts today. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, we'll just thought as we go along.
Acme, I would love some, here's the thing about enabling live captions. Number one, it's a paid service, from what I looked up the last time. And then we lose, we don't have the capabilities to live stream like 1080p, because what happens is I think you have to have more of a delay in order for it to grab the captions. So we have opted not in that direction at this moment in time, but it is a very good question. Hey, Xandra. Xandra's
Hi, Xandra. I was just thinking about you when I used your brush. I'll show you what I did with that brush. Here, and just...
All right, I'm
just
going
a
top side.
little bit. Oh, I located my...
She, like, just moments ago.
Oil pastels, because Mariah, she said, you know, I kind of remember you said that you were going to keep them closer to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did, but then I put some other stuff on top of it.
It happens.
And it was hiding out.
Hey, Kathy.
I don't know that I'm going to need that today. I don't intend to do any ombre, but... You know.
Oh, yeah, sometimes Jeanette, it does that there. Yeah, it loads real slow. I don't understand that. It does that to me, too. Yeah, when I switch over to live chat, it just kind of like... It's crickets for a minute. then all of a sudden it starts loading in.
I have moments
YouTube's doing weird things.
Trepidation there where I'm just going, oh no, it's all going to hell.
I've lost it all.
I've lost it all. Okay, so my oil pastels. And if you want some chocolates that are mighty fine,
The Merci.
turpentine, this is it.
We got those last Christmas.
Assortment of European chocolates. Yeah,
They were quite lovely. In fact, I think we ended up having them twice.
I think we did, and I could have gone for
A third or fourth.
third or fourth. Yeah,
Stock those
And-
babies up.
and the problem is once Izzy found out, I'll tell you what, she's quite the little connoisseur. She's kind of turns up her nose at
Oh, yeah, there's certain things.
regular stuff. I don't know why I didn't peel this crayon.
I don't either.
I'm
sure it feels lonely in that box of
No,
naked.
it's got some others in there that are still clothed. Okay, so basically, the reason I really liked this thing is because it kind of had a little, there were little things that I could
Susan.
section off and, put hither and yon. I like this because then I can pull it out. I've got all my colors there. I don't have to go through numerous boxes. And, the whole thing is I have no idea what some of these are. I don't really care.
Here, I have a funny little story about Darcy. So when we went to lunch, after lunch, she was so cute. She had a little cooler in the back, and she was kind of moving some things around or whatever. And she goes, "Oh, here!" And so she handed me a chocolate bar, and I thought she was giving me the whole thing. She says, "No, I was just giving. You can have a piece of that." I said, "Fair enough." She says, "It's dark chocolate." I said, "Fantastic," and it really was quite lovely. Yeah, it wasn't for you; it was for me.
I don't like dark chocolate.
We
Don't
weren't-
send me dark chocolate.
We weren't talking about you.
Yeah.
One for you.
Okay.
Funny little story there.
Well, anyway.
Oh, they were at Costco. These Merci ones.
Yeah.
It is.
Costco, and they have really good cookies at that
Time
that
of year.
same time of year that these show up. And we hope they show up again this year. They're from the Stork Company. Okay, now I'm going to pull out some colors that I think I'm going to use here.
Miriam has the same box. She also kept her Merci box.
I'm trying. Okay, so let me just show you what we're going to do here before I'll tell you about my color choice. Okay, so remember we did this the other day. I put this down to pull up. Isn't that pretty? Remember that weird little...
Yeah, that I was like, okay, that was...
Yeah,
Not
but
really
it's
spectacular.
gonna look very cool when I get through. This is one of the new stencils. Let me put this underneath so you can see it. Isn't it great? Look like little splotches of color.
Gayla's here. Hello,
Hi,
Gayla.
Gayla. I just made cutesy eyes at you.
She did.
Gayla's a grand old gal. We bonded. Alright, so I've got this yellow going here.
Hi, Lydia.
And I kind of think, I'm really worried about putting blue over the top because everyone knows if we put blue over the top, we're going to get green. And I don't really want green.
Well, if you put blue paint, yes, that is transparent. That's definitely going to happen.
Well, there is some transparency to most of these oil pastels. I don't have any that are
Well, you
are
think
really like super opaque.
you think that the oil pastels are going to do that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I believe you.
Well, you don't have to.
Okay.
But it is what happens. So here's my thought.
Gayla says a grand old gal. It sounds like I sound like a ship. You are sailing in the night,
Really?
squeaking all the way.
We'll crack a bottle of champagne over your bow next time we meet in person. Okay.
Hello, Martha.
So, my choice has been,
Colleen.
after all of that, long, ponderous thoughts.
Those were her thoughts.
Yeah. What color of... That's about as good as it gets today. I have a bit of an inner ear thing going on. I don't know if it's... I caught it from Mariah. But
And whatever I have going on,
it's kind of like an ear sore.
I don't think we traveled well.
And airplanes mess me up. The up and down and
For reals here.
for real.
So you might show them what's underneath there and talk about
I
that.
did.
We'll show it again and then I can talk about it more properly. This is a new stencil from Froil. It's called Paint Dashes. It comes in many sizes. 9 by 12. 8. This is an 8 by 10 that you see right here, and 5 by 7.
I got the rest of them covered up. Just take my word for it. They look similar, but the other one's smaller.
Yeah, they go down in size a little bit. You know, we
Yeah.
didn't keep them all the same.
The smaller, and I've used both of them, and you can see in just a minute. Because well, I should just get that over here right
Yeah,
now.
can you just show the stuff?
I'm not going to show the stuff.
Oh,
It's
okay.
covered up.
She's not going to just show it all at once. Y'all
All
have
right,
to
now
wait and hang
that's
out.
what kind of, now see, this is what I was thinking about here. Because see, if I go over that yellow, there's going to be some decidedly green
I don't
areas.
think it's all that bad.
Here's the small ones.
Mm-hmm.
Now that, pardon me, that's on a piece of printed paper from the Sierra magazine.
That she
And
did.
it's white,
You did the
oil
sandpapering, right?
no.
No.
This is,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'll get to that later, and I did do some of that.
We're frotaging all types again.
And the thing about it is, and I learned it, but I don't want to talk about that right now. All right, so here, this was the paper that I put over the top to catch the edges, and look at it, isn't that really pretty?
I love that part. And I like the outer edge.
And the thing about it is I need to go ahead and seal this
Yeah.
before I use it because it's still
Yeah. Oil pastel-y.
oil pastel-y.
Mm-hmm.
Real technical term there.
Yeah, we like to throw those out so we sound smart.
Just trying to find that. Oh, here it is.
Oh, it does have kind of a bubble wrappy feel to it. Mm-hmm.
And here it is where I used both of them. I used the small ones, and then I used the large ones up here. This is this was the pull-off sheet that I did the other day that had the you know, missing
Yeah.
boxy part, whatever you call that. I think it's one of Miriam's. I'm not sure.
That one we can never remember the name of. Missing
What?
boxes, missing blocks. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Okay, so I got that, and I need to seal that. I don't know if we'll do that today. That's kind of a utilitarian
Oh,
task.
yes, a million candle flames. It kind of looked flamey like
Flamey,
on the black and white one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the trick to
Hey, Diane.
doing
Yes,
a nice frottage is to put on the exact amount of pressure that you need. You don't want to be bearing down too much because then you're going to be, you know, just have a lot of the whatever. And do remember you can move your stencil about the cabin. It's fine.
She will be sealing them on the gel plate.
Yes, I will.
Oh, I think the purple's a great choice.
I think it was too.
Good job.
And I really did give it a bit of
Thought.
consideration. There were many.
Susan Fernandez thought that you were doing this with your fingernails. she just has color pouring
magic
out
fingers.
of her.
Yeah, every pore. That was pretty funny. Okay, and so I'll just move this down so I can get that next row there. Doesn't have to be matched up exact.
This is why she peels the papers off of everything.
Yes.
So otherwise she can't really do this very well.
No. Very true. Because really your whole objective here is to catch the edge of that stencil underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little carried away there. And like I said, they don't have to be matched up. If they kind of overlap, it's kind of interesting too, I think.
Mm-hmm. Call that justification.
Look at that. Now, again, I will remind you. You want to be careful with these because I've ruined some other papers putting these in, and then they rub together and
Yeah. No
make
longer.
messes. It's like toddlers, you don't want to leave them alone together too long. Okay, so there's that.
That was pretty funny.
Everybody got that.
Let us know. Have
Let us
questions,
know.
put it in the chat.
And oh, my problem here is I'm going to leave that there. I don't know how much more I need to
Yes,
do of that
you
to show you.
definitely. You can do the frottage over stiff texture plates. Definitely.
What?
We've done that before. It's a different look. It's a different feel.
What is it?
Over the texture place. Like if you did the
Oh, yeah.
texture
Yeah.
paste and you created.
The only thing you have to remember about your textured plates, using those, the ones that the homemade ones, if you haven't leveled it off really good and you got any little sticky uppy things,
it's gonna rip.
It'll rip your paper. But you know.
That's right, Deb.
And I am going to get to some stamping here in a minute, but I wanted to get some down because I love these little pieces that have lots of different stuffs on them. Because I just, you know, Kylie Koo is really good at this. She just has a whole bunch of little papers hanging out, you know, ready for
Yeah, she'll kind of keep them in her
employment.
books. Yeah.
At any point in time. And I always just thought that was a brilliant idea. I don't necessarily do it, but, you know, I think about it. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to have to bring up the big guns here because I don't have the right purple. You know, purple, what is it with purple? Is that a hard color to make? I mean, here, look, I've got this little remnant
It
here.
does seem like purples are always like, there's not very many of them.
And then they've got crapola ones like these. It really isn't the color that it says it is, they lie.
I think that's pretty close. It depends on if you, and you're supposed to add water to that one, I think.
Oh, yeah, and that's one of the reasons I don't really like those.
Because you forget.
You know, yeah. Sneeze on them and you got a major ordeal. But anyway, purple is just one of those colors that I
Miriam,
need to go through.
that one might be kind of tricky. She asked if you could use stamps. Maybe some of the harder rubber stamps you could, like if they're not on the stamp thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean anything that you can rub across.
The problem is you wouldn't want the ones that were mounted on something because
Yeah.
you have to hold the handle up and just do a little bit at a time. That sounds totally annoying. But those kinds that, you know, are just floppers.
Oh, speaking of Kylie, did you know we were talking about you? She was listening.
She was. She just really.
We called her out of
And look,
the
that
background.
is the same color as that. Okay, I've got this kind of darker purple here. Let's try that out. No, that's just about the same. But maybe a little bit. It has a little bit more blue to it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Let's try this one.
I do like these colors together. I can remember as a kid, one of my Barbies had this striped outfit that was purple and red, kind of purpley orangey red. I loved it. If y'all just want to know all that. Oh, and hey, Carol. I think you snuck in there. She tiptoed in. Oh, Lynn says purple is difficult to make. It requires a lot of sea snails.
Less?
Does that make you less happy about your purple?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Sometimes knowing things is difficult.
And sometimes I like to go, it kind of makes them look like eyeballs, doesn't it? Snaky looking eyeballs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that piece is pretty good, and we're ready to, you know, go on and have some. Now this one, can't remember who sent me this paper, but I like this paper. It's kind of cool.
Well, it's had some things done to it.
Has.
I don't think we did that to it, though.
No, I think it came like that.
Yeah, because that's
I
not
don't
anything we
recognize
own.
that. That's not
Yeah.
something that we have.
Well, let me tell you, Xandra had some really cool texture plates, and P wanted to keep them, but Xandra said no. She's very giving, but then
sad.
she has, you know, she's like, no,
No,
I like those.
really like those. I have plans for those. Thank you very much.
Ann.
And then I never did get around, except those little wiggly ones. Remember the star one and...
Oh, the rubber stampy ones.
Yeah, the rubber stampy ones.
Yeah, you liked those too.
I like those a
Xandra
lot.
has cool stuff.
Yeah, I want to go and stay at her house for a while. Okay, well, I think that just added another little, you know.
Yeah.
Another little, and here's another little whoop-de-doo. Okay, we're going to go
That's some sgraffito weirdness.
Sgraffito weirdness.
I don't even know when that was done.
I don't really either. But it's kind of a, you know, one of those wannabe things. It wants to be this and it wants to be that.
Yeah,
It's not really that, and it's, yeah.
It's non-committal at this point.
Non-committal. I hate non-committal. Even if it's wrong, you know, commit to it.
At least head in some direction.
There, that's a thought for the day.
Yeah, stop waffling.
Yeah.
Don't be a waffle.
Waffling is irritating. Now look at that. Isn't that great? All of a sudden, you know, it's like,
Now it's more interesting.
I like it.
Uh-huh.
All right, enough of this silliness. Let's move on.
Yeah. Maybe show the other stencil,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
we can,
here.
you know, do that whole business. It's a thought.
All right, I'll just put those over there.
Maybe this whole stream will just be tiny little thoughts.
Lots of little ones.
Like fortune cookies.
Okay.
Well, is the other stencil underneath there?
Other stencil, what?
The other stencil, the crosses.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Well, you know, this is kind of like when you're digging, you don't dig down to find the bottom layer right away. You have to just take it as it comes when you're digging.
Well, you could just show those stencils real quick, and then you can move on to stamps, because you're going to play with the stamps.
Well, I'm gonna play with. I might not be done with stencils either. And I'll
Oh, okay.
tell you right now, I'm fixing to cut that stamping too.
You can do what you want. They're
That's
yours.
right. And I fully intend to. All right, here we are.
Crosses.
Crosses.
Now, these are foils. So she has the two stencils out. The paint dashes and then the crosses. I should have...
Little crosses, big crosses. Big crosses clear out to the outside. You know, that's...
I'll put a link in.
I'm going to do a little frottage on that.
Alright. They're good crosses. Alright, there's a link to foil stencils. And so, yeah, it's just called crosses and paint dash.
Okay, now I want to just, you know, make this, because this, I can tell you right now what this is. It's
She frottages from way back.
who frottages?
You.
Oh, I do, yeah. My kids like this. I told them to go to the cemetery and rub on the gravestones.
Mm-hmm.
None of them got back to me on that.
No. It's fun to do.
I don't know that this is going to work because this is very, like I said, stiff paper. And I don't know what this is.
Let me feel it. That is kind of interesting. And you know what it sort of
I
looks...
think it's something Miriam sent us.
Perhaps.
Miriam, can you...
Miriam,
Let's
she's making
try it.
kebabs. She may not answer.
She's what?
She's making kebabs, I think.
Oh. Yummy. Had some at Costco the other day. I almost bought them. Hey, this is not... It's not... You know, I
Hey, Kathy.
help if I knew where the little crosses were, and then I could,
Line them up a little better.
yeah, well, you know, kind of hit them.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah, I think just a little bit,
A
kind
fluff.
of, you know, added a little bit to the mix.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the thickness of the paper should definitely be something taken into consideration.
It really should, and tissue paper is really just about the best. Okay, I don't really like that. I think it's obliterating the
Well, okay, so
circles.
Rhonda
so
has
that's not a good one.
a great question.
Yes.
Can you add paint marks over the oil pastels? Yes.
If you seal them first. they're going to repel, especially watercolor. They will repel the reason I say seal them first is because then you're not going to be dragging, because when you put your brush through that, you're going to be picking up pieces of the...
It moves it about,
Yeah.
and you could get it streaky.
And,
It goes streaky.
I think you would be annoyed.
That's one of the reasons it's really cool to be able to seal it on the gel plate. Now, something to keep in mind is that during that process, you're actually kind of doing a bit of a resist. So it doesn't cover all of it. If you want it fully covered and for sure, what you want to do is probably come back in and do a quick little brush over lightly, very lightly. You do not want to get, heavy with your brushing with a matte medium or even the clear texture gesso, especially if you want to go over it with colored pencil or anything like that. The clear texture gesso is a great option.
All right, now before we go on and get into gel plating, I want to just go ahead and do this because I think this is really cool. This is an ad page from my TRS. No, it's not TRS. I don't know, some magazine I get through my teacher retirement. And it's an ad for some kind of shoe. I just cut all the words off. But this is Carrie's leaf stencil and my new little color remover block, which is 3M 220 extra fine sandpaper block.
Isn't it lovely?
And I will say I had to wash this because it was
building up.
It was building up and wasn't taking it off anymore.
I was kind of wondering about that.
Yeah. And it's okay.
So this is that technique that we were
and
that we picked up that Bonnie was doing.
And I've kind of rubbed through the paper. You can see a few places where I've
Did you rub a little hard?
Got a little carried away. And this particular
She
stencil,
frotaged heavily.
I frotaged heavily. But this was when it was starting to build up and it wasn't taking it off.
So you were just kind of...
Yeah. Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely brush over the pastels to seal them. You just want to go very lightly. So fill your brush up with a nice amount, but not like so much that you're going to keep, brushing.
Stroking.
Because the more strokes you go across it, the more likely it is to start, spreading out and streaking.
That's why I just do it on the gel plate. It's quick, fast, and no fuss, no muss.
One of the things about the gel plate is you're going to have resist. Some of the oil pastel is actually going to adhere to the plate, and you may have to go over it a couple of times. But overall, it does a nice coverage.
Yes.
It really gets the job done. Easy peasy.
Okay, you can see this is an ad for a rug. I left it kind of on the light side because I wanted you to see it. Isn't that a beautiful piece?
Diane says you just need another sanding block to rub it clean.
Oh. Mariah just got me one.
I didn't know that. This is new information. Thank you, Diane. Where were you yesterday?
Okay, this is... I left this like this because I wanted you to see. And I kind of got a little carried away with the rubbing there and have a few holes here and yon. But look at that. Isn't that cool?
That was pretty cool.
I thought it was.
And that's Darcy's. One of the forest... There's forest floor and forest foliage.
Yeah, I really like the little one a lot. It works for this size paper.
Yeah.
Now this I did with the with Royals thing.
With the new one. Mm-hmm.
Underneath it.
Paint dash.
Yeah. And also this one. And this is again, I think it just doesn't work.
Hey, Michelle.
It doesn't work great on every piece of paper.
Hey, Kirsten.
But I mean, this one it really did. And I think that's one of the reasons that they recommend the National Geographic. It's very glossy. If you see something that has gloss on it, that's going to work really well.
So what that means is that I'm going to give you a little printing process so she can glaze up. Yeah, look at her already. So what happens is in their printing process, it's a nice either very coated sheet that they already use, or they put some kind of coating in it as they are printing, which creates that situation. Maybe a little both. There you go. I kept it short.
Oh, wow, she did. Excellent. Okay. Now, we're going to do some...
Yes, you did. And Fran's stenciled the 10 tile. We called it 10 tile. was also utilized in the sanding frottage that P just showed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Eddie says that the older National Geographics have clay in the paper.
Oh. That might be why people like them for that other thing that they do with the citrus salt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I've already used this today. Yeah, I can find that bugger. Here it is. And this is one of the pulls that I did last time. This is the part of the squares that was stuck to the plate, remember? And it was causing a bit of consternation there.
You could scoot this way and be more in front of you. There you go. Perfect. If you
I
hear
would
that weird
really
noise,
like
that's
this
the
to be
dog.
right here. Why is the camera not right here?
Well, because I really thought that your center was more... I mean,
Obviously.
she's so grumpy. Hold on, I'll try to fix it. Yeah, have some coffee or something. That's the dog, by the way, if you're hearing the weird grunting and stuff. I know y'all believe me. Oh, good. All right, I'm going to attempt.
This is where I need to be.
Okay.
Okay.
I've moved you over some. Hopefully
All right.
you're...
I love the new circles. I don't know who made them.
It's just Froyle.
Oh,
Froyle, good job.
yeah, good job. And I think they work really well with the others.
Mm-hmm.
These are a little more, you can see a little denser lines, less wispiness.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine they're actually easier to cut.
I don't know that there's a... Yeah, maybe, sorta. That would be a Brad question.
Yeah.
If he's watching,
All
he
right,
can
now
chime in.
this is what I recommend. I recommend you buy this. Is this just by itself?
Gayla says, P, I can relate. It's hard moving slightly to the right.
It certainly is, my dear.
Okay, so what's up?
Is this by itself? You sell this by itself?
Okay, so I gotta look because there was much discussion and I thought I had it down, but okay, you can buy them all three together.
Like these three.
So
Yes.
yes, and then you can buy the small and the large, just the singles together,
And then,
and then
this-
the cluster by itself.
okay.
So
Well,
There you
cluster
go.
is no longer going to be a cluster because I want it to be.
okay, wait here. I'm gonna turn me off again.
The thing about this is you don't have to be so accurate because there's a raised edge around that anyway that isn't going to be coming in contact with your surface unless you know you're doing an elephant stomp on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, I don't know what to tell you. Lighten up.
More thoughts.
More thoughts.
Lighten up.
Lighten up.
Don't elephant stomp.
Don't elephant stomp.
And don't frottage to the point of rubbing a hole.
Well, you can, but you know,
Look
it
at
could-
us with the advice
Could
today.
cause some problems later on. Holes often do. Izzy would come up. I have this shirt that I wear. Oh, I don't wear it. You know, I mean, I like it. It's one of my sleep shirts.
Uh-huh.
And
Hey, Deborah.
it had holes on the front, and she would come up and stick her finger in them and make them bigger.
Oh yeah, she's.
All right, I'm just going to remove that little point because I think it might be problematic on down the line.
Yeah.
But here's what I like about having it like this. I can make my own little nest of, you know, I'm perfectly capable of doing that. I think that they did it like that. I have no idea, really. I don't,
You'll have to ask for oil.
yeah, Royal, let us know. But I don't want them together.
How and why you cluster.
Yes,
You can make a whole video.
probably could. All right, now we're going to use these. And you're going to see what I'm talking about. See, look, we just made a little wedding cake there.
Hello, Leanne.
Look at that. Isn't that clever?
Yes, to cluster or not? That is the question. This leaves you
Cluster
with,
or not?
with many clustering possibilities.
All right, now, I'm not going to use this, I don't think. Well, I'm
Hi,
not
Kathy.
right now because I've got this circle thing going. I really, this
A
is
cluster buster.
the little brush stroke one.
Uh-huh.
Stamp form.
Stamp form.
Hot diggity. And then here's the little pluses, and you can see, love the little pluses. Because you can just plus them wherever you want to. Plus them on the page, off the page.
Plus them.
However you want to plus them, you can do it. And I don't have this, but it for sure, it's just the number stamp that's bigger.
Yes.
The numbers are larger.
Uh-huh.
Exactly like the other one, except that. Okay? All right, put those aside here.
We sent the one off to Froil, and we forgot to cut one for the stream.
Oh.
So that's why you don't have that. But we should. We need to be getting some of those.
And I did this earlier in hopes that, you know, because sometimes that one stamp pad ink, it takes a while to dry, and it'll smear if you don't. And so I stamped this on here with black. This little circly do. And Mariah will tell you, I don't know who did the circly do's.
Those are Border Builders Volume 3 and 4 from
Border
Carrie.
Builders. Yes, I tried to think of that when I was, because see, I write on my tins when I store them. But I just wrote Carrie's Edgers.
Because
Hey,
hers are going to be
a synonym.
I know, but yours is going to be Edgers.
Oh, mine are going to be Edgers.
Yeah.
Here's our
Border
Borders.
Builders.
Border Builders.
You're edgy. He's a builder.
Well, God knows that's certainly true.
There's more to that.
Okie dokie. Now, see,
More
this is how they look together. So, you know, if you want to leave yours together, you certainly can.
Yeah. Once you buy it, you can do whatever you want.
Once you buy it,
Yeah.
you can set it on fire and
do
whatever.
that. Don't recommend it.
Yeah. Whatever. Now I need a stamp pad here because I'm going to
Unless you're into
do this edge here.
some kind of that what is it, the art, you know, like your friend David Bell does, the
performance
art. There we go. Wear a mask.
That's one
if
thing I
you're
was
gonna
trying
burn
to
it.
think of. You know, what was the word where you go and you have tryouts? It's audition. You audition.
Yeah,
well.
she was having struggles
Oh
with
my God, it was just not. And once I remember the word, I'm like, you know, I don't know what's going on with your brain, but you know, seriously. Yeah, that's a good one.
You know what I really like about the foam stamps? I don't know if this is true of other rubber stamps because I'm not like a big stamper. I wasn't a big stamper before, so I don't own a lot of them. But I think what's pretty nifty is that it does soak up the ink into the foam, and so you can kind of get a gradation.
Yeah,
Which
now
is
see, I'm
pretty
going to just
nifty.
take it out, look.
I've been playing with that when I stamp them and then send them off.
It's nifty. I like these little stamps a lot. And the reason I do is because there's just, you've got options here, people. You know.
And now, y'all stay tuned, because both Froil and Carrie will be showing their stuff as soon as it arrives.
You can, I mean, you know, you overstamp it and everything, and you just start getting this kind of a mishmash of messy business going on, texture-y wonderfulnesses.
Hi, Diane. Aw. Well, feel better.
I've already done that one. I like this little dude. I think I like this little dude. Yeah, I like that little dude.
I think they're kind of, you know, it takes however long it takes to cut the certain areas. So it's really more about square, you know, inches. And that would be a question for Brent. I like the little diamond one. I think it's pretty nifty. You're very jingly today with your Coisonne. Is that jingling on purpose? See that?
I'm not. It's just my natural arm movement.
I don't know what's going on around here, but I think we need to burn some sage. Stop.
I agree with burning. I don't know if it's sage.
There's bad juju.
They had sage bundles at this store.
Oh, of course they did. I mean, I would have been shocked otherwise.
They had sage bundles and they had crystals. Now, see,
Should've
look
picked
how
Chip
interesting this is starting to look. just because you just keep, repeating those little things and not stamping them so that they look like the stamp, but just rather that they look,
Oh, thanks, Kathy.
mussed about. I like this little dude.
She likes them all.
But see that you can just leave that little dot
And
hanging
Carrie,
out
I'm
there.
sorry, I did not number yours, so you'll have to make yourself a little cheat sheet.
Oh yeah, you did.
I numbered yours.
Oh.
I didn't number his because I didn't know if I should be writing on his or how he felt about that.
Well, as long as on the back, I don't think he probably
I
mind.
don't know. This is kind of like, ripping the papers off of crayons.
Well, so
That's a personal
it's like
thing.
writing somebody's name in their underwear so that
they
they get lost. Chances are they'll still have their underwear on. Well, not
I'm telling
always,
you, Gayla.
but
She said there's some aggressive stamping going on.
Who said that?
Hey, Gayla.
I got to get over here and get some dots in the middle of those little hollow parts of that square thing. There we go.
Well, there you go, Eddie. You could put in the play-by-play, the captioning. He left his phone on and it was recording our voices.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing to record.
That's happened to me too.
Now
And then I'm
look
like,
at that. I think that's wonderful. Now the thing about it is that's a little bit. See, yeah.
it's gonna take a minute.
Take a minute to dry. But I think that this is, this is some edgy looking stuff. Looks good.
Oh, okay. Leanne says to simmer on the stove, water, lemon, and rosemary. It works better and smells better than burning sage. As far as getting rid of the bad juju.
Oh, I think you got to burn something. There's got to be flames involved.
Well, there is. Well, there would be here. We've got, gas stove.
All right. I'll have to put those in the box later. I really do love my little boxes to find things. I mean, initially I was kind of irritated about having to do that.
Carrie's going to number his. Okay, wonderful.
Okay, now what did I do? Okay, I didn't put them away. Good. What did I do?
See, that's what I think too, Deb.
Cardboard here. Okay, now we did.
Paula. All right, Paula has a very good question. I will
does?
give you some information. Because I think, it just depends on who you talk to. But I will tell you that I talked to Patty from the Queen's Ink. I feel like she's fairly knowledgeable. She owned a store. She's met many, both crafters, creators, and, content makers. Anyway, she said the whole deal is, even with the stays on thing, it's really ultimately about cleaners. The thing is that she kind of recommended to stay away from the cleaners. Because it's the cleaners for the solvent-based or even the other stamp
stuff. What if the
stuff.
ink is solvent-based, though?
She said that it just kind of depends on what you do with it. But as far as she was concerned, it seemed to be fine.
All right. Wow.
So, there's some new information for you. It's really more about staying away from the cleaners. So just stamp your stamps off. I have also heard that Tim Holtz says that. He's not a big one into the cleaners. He just says to stamp your stamps off. I remember Jeanette from Jeanette Vilda from Germany that has also relayed that information to me a long time ago.
So you got it from various sources.
Yeah. And I've also noticed that because we did use the stays on with some of our earlier stamps, and they haven't seemed to break down yet. Now maybe over time, but that could just be what it is. Yeah,
I
see,
probably needed to
Diane says no,
use
just
that
stamp
baby
off
up.
the excess. That looks fabulous. Now where's Patty?
Yeah. Where is she?
Gayla.
Gayla, tell her what she
Get
missed.
her over here. Tell her what we're doing to her papers.
Hey, this is going to be a page. A legitimate page in the book.
Oh, now that's a different thing. So, Joni, thank you for the little, reminder there. As far as the acrylic inks or acrylic paints, you will want to wash those with water. Just water. Or, that's what Carrie does. He puts it over there on a little wet tissue or rag. That way it doesn't start to dry up, and then he washes it after use.
There you go. And I would say, 'cause these boogers are a lot they're a lot more hardy than you think they are.
Yes.
Because I beat the tar out of them. I mean, really, I do not. I clunk them on the edge of the
Now, you
stamp
don't
pad
want to, don't go in with a, wire brush, because...
No, I wouldn't do that. But I wouldn't mind a soft toothbrush. I think a soft toothbrush would be just fine.
Depending on the design, some of them may rip. Just being honest with you.
Okay.
If you go heavy. I don't know how heavy your, toothbrush is.
Now, see, look how cool that is. Now, let's see if it went through. Oh, yeah, damn. All right. Now, we actually, remember, we sat this. We went over this oil pastel, rubbing with that.
Those are the crayons.
Yeah, that was the crayon, but remember, we sealed it
on the plate.
On the plate with the
shuttle arch color change. Look at me finishing sentences.
I mean, you are on it like a duck on a Judy bug, Mariah. Alrighty, now this one really, I don't think it needs anything, but I am going to give it one little stamp right here in this area. So let's see, do we want that one or this one? Oh, I just love having this choice here. Getting all over my... I didn't re-ink my stamp pad, which, I should have.
Yeah.
And I really am giving it an elephant stomp here.
Look at you stamping like a pro. I'm very impressed.
Love it. I love it. I'm just... Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is.
I don't know. Maybe I need a little one right there.
I like that
little
idea.
jobber.
Uh-huh.
I'm giving it a bit of a wiggle. Oh, yes.
I think these are, one of the things that's really nice even about, like, our nested circles and whatever, is that because they are not necessarily, like, a perfect something, there's a little more room to wiggle. If you're a wiggly stamper.
Is Xandra here today?
She was here earlier.
Hi, Xandra. Look what I did with my brush. And the inky, and this stuff right here. But I did add some water to it to make it more inky. And then use that brush that you hooked me up with. And I mean, I love these little dudes. I go and wash these out properly. I don't just stuff them in the thing over here. Because what happens is their little beaky point starts going like this.
Okay, and then some people were asking about these brushes and where they come from. The name of them is...
Here, let me put it up into the technology. Can you see it?
So it's Zen... Well, and I don't know how it's pronounced in Chinese, but it's, Yin, maybe it's Yin Bowen.
Xin. Bowen.
Here's the deal. P said that she thought she found them on Amazon. I was unable to find this exact brand. There are very similar brushes on Amazon. I did not put any links because I haven't had the time to really research and look at the brushes and make sure that at least I'm giving you guys something that is similar. I will say this. This particular company does have a website. If you Google it, they wholesale. So there's that option. If you want to buy a bunch and sell them to your friends, they might do that. But then Xandra said that she had found these on AliExpress. So there's the information about the brushes.
That we're aware of.
Yes. Hello, Amalia. And Xandra is here. She says cool.
Okay, now I'm going to get... Oh, where is it?
Yeah, like Shin, maybe? Yeah. No AliExpress. Okay. So Xandra says no on the AliExpress. Yeah, I wasn't able to find them there. I went and looked, but they do wholesale directly from their website. That I do know because I did go there. I thought about that too, Deb. I will say this. If you guys reach out to me, if there's enough of y'all, I might look into it further And we could sell some brushes, I guess. Or at least that one particular one I wouldn't mind ordering and selling.
Okay, I'm digging out my little chrysanthemum, and remember, this was a set also that I cut apart. So if you're looking for this one little
you got to buy the cluster. I'll put a link just so you guys are like, what? What are you talking about?
It's been removed from the bunch.
She unclustered it.
I unclustered it. That's yeah. All right. Well, the reason I think that this is good on the inside here, and I'm going to give it a couple of, because you know, I just think it would really go with this, especially now that we've got this inside that looks kind of a little bit, you know.
Yeah, those containers are fabulous. Hey, and we even traveled with one, and that's how Pete transported the paper back. So yeah, they're quite handy.
And I meant to cut up more of that lovely paper that you gave me, Xander, but I didn't make it that far. I did.
We still have a
declutter my back thing here, but I didn't make it that. Now look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? I'm going to put that up in the technology.
Look at you. Little bloom.
Okay, now I don't really, you know, I know I should probably know this, what kind of sort of leafy blooms chrysanthemums make, but I'm going to try to approximate that. Don't judge me, okay?
Wow, that sounded technical, those words coming out of your mouth.
Well, if you could find me a chrysanthemum leaf to look at, that would be really nice. I don't know.
Oh, I can do that. I was going to write down what Gayla said, because it seems simple, but I will forget.
Oh, Gayla said something?
Yeah, about what we should call the stream today. Cluster. Works on multiple levels.
Oh, I think I've got water here. Oh, okay. Don't need that little Hummer. Okay, I'm making this soft body acrylic.
No, we haven't heard from Susan yet.
From Susan.
Susan, that you know. Your across the table partner.
Oh, I know. No, we haven't. She's been, she's gardening. This is her gardening time of year. She doesn't do much indoor. That's what she told me.
Okay.
This is really hard. I should have this on a white thing.
I spell chrysanthemum.
I'm struggling with. I don't have to have it on black, for God's sake. Jeez, Louise.
I spell chrysanthemum.
CHRY.
Oh, okay, that's where I went wrong.
SAN. San. THEMUN.
There we go. I got it. That helped. Very good.
Oh, holy moly! That's a very large amount. I'll have to be
Here.
doing. Well, I know what the flower looks like. I want a leaf.
I didn't hear that part. I don't know why you have to be so mean.
Oh my gosh! Oh. See, karma's getting me, Mariah.
It is.
I'm
The
sorry.
universe needs to smack you upside the head.
Oh, what? There's always that. The stuff that I'm washing my brush out over here, I just kind of like it. I don't really know what I'm doing that for. Okay, so with this brush, the reason I love it, let me just get a piece of paper out here and give you a...
Here.
All right, let's do some practice. Let's do some practice leaves. This is not at all what I planned on doing today. Oh, well, you want to be careful coming out there.
Thank you, Eddie. Miriam has direct messaged me in 2 places to make sure she would like to buy some brushes.
She would like to do what?
She wants some of those brushes. Yes, P is working on the book that Bonnie gave her.
Okay, look, that's pretty. I mean, you know. I'm just going to have to make it a lot smaller because that's a very small flower there. Okay, I kind of think I've got the idea. Thank you, Mariah.
Okay.
That was very helpful. I appreciate that immensely.
No, I like how nice you're being.
I'm sorry. I'm a little snappy.
Well, the ear thing, I get it.
And see, I can feel it. Okay, so we're going to have a little coming out here and a little. That's a little overbearing and large for that size.
Get your mums.
That size.
I called them blooms.
Oh, I don't love it, but you know,
No,
it
that's a
just
little-
is what it is.
That's a little much.
Oh, thank you.
It's where the leaf went to get murdered.
You get after it soon enough, then you can. There, that's a more lyrical,
Yes.
lyrical leaf.
That's more fitting. Now I would like for you to get some of the stuff onto the plate and show the ceiling.
Oh, yes. Truly. And when you're using these brushes, if you keep them perpendicular to your working surface, they work a lot better.
Yeah. Trying to get your hand in the screen there so they can kind of see a side view of it.
Okay, well, we're just going to call that good because, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to be happening right now. Like I said, I do try to keep these washed out nicely with soap. I'm going to ask my very lovely daughter over there to, you know, swizzle some soap around on that and don't
Yep.
leave it in the...
Yep.
Yeah,
Nope.
I don't know if I love this or not. You know, sometimes things work out, sometimes things don't work out. And you just don't know. I might have should have used the smaller. I don't know. We'll work on that. Okay. Put these away. Now, sealing these things. You can use transparent, you know, colors. But I really, at this point, what I'm going for, more than anything, thank you so much. And make sure you get it back to its knife point before you put it back in its little safety area there. And I'm definitely going to use some of that paint because I'm not wasting that really expensive.
You can stamp with it.
All right, so this is one. This is the paper one. Let's just start with that. Clean plate, I know because I cleaned these before I packed them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
see that. Okay, well, we're just going to use some of this.
I am very interested to see, also, I don't know that there's going to be image transfer.
There's some. I mean, you know, not tons of it. And we don't want this to be real, we want it to be
Oh, yeah.
slightly transparent. Tell you what, I'm just about out of this stuff. Can PM Artist Studio get me some of that? You reckon?
Oh, if your screen is blurry, Susan, what you may want to do, it may have auto set you to like 720. What you'll have to do is hit the little gears thing, click the thing down, and then put yourself back up to, you know, 1080 or whatever you wish. Oh, thanks, Darcy.
I love this color.
Very curious about this. Yay!
This it?
That fixed her things for the settings. Because sometimes it'll reset and you think that you're still at the 1080, but you're not. See, I knew there was going to be some image transfer. But it was from the Frottage.
Yeah. Isn't that cool looking? Now I'm going to put this down and let this dry because it's like a python that's wrapping around my arm.
It's curling up.
Alright, well let's just go ahead and see if we can get something.
Oh, they want to know the paint color there that you had squirted out.
Oh, it's the one I just used to make the
I know, but they
sort
want
of chrysanthemum leaves. What's knocking here?
I don't know. There's things happening over there.
My tomato can.
Y'all have one of those on your cart? So
This is good stuff.
Yeah.
I like this. Susan uses this.
It's highly pigmented.
Highly pigmented. Okay, so we want this to come up, but we don't really care if all of it comes up. We know some of it's going to come up. Let's just do a little interference gold. Do we have any more of this? Seems like we ordered some.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Maybe. I'll look down here.
And the thing about it is, you know that paint-to-paint surfaces, there's less adhesion when you do these short pulls. Or, you know, wet pulls, I call them. This is where, you know, it hasn't really had a chance to set up there. But if you do a good amount of pushing and pressing and whatnot, chances are going to be better that you're going to get more of it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a one and, you know, pat it gently. This is the elephant stomp, not, you know.
Yeah.
Patting a baby's bottom.
Yes, it's quinacridone burnt orange.
Yes. Now look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
Look at that.
Just a slight shimmer to it. Picked up a lot of stuff on the plate, and that's what we want.
And no, I don't see any more iridescent in there of that. I have more iridescent bronze. No, that one's the Liquitex.
Yeah. Okay.
On the plate, that was just the golden.
Interference gold fine.
Yes, interference gold fine. Golden.
And this is Deco Arts Splendid Gold. It's a good one.
And we have more colors coming. They're going to send us some.
And I ordered some. Did you tell them that I ordered? Except did I order from them? No, I ordered the other people.
Yeah, no, and you ordered the dragonfly stuff.
No, I ordered the metallics.
We might be getting some of the same paints. Tell you what, if we get the same paints, that's gonna be in the giveaway.
But let me just tell you what. I go through that stuff pretty fast.
I'll take some away from her.
Oh, I really love the green. What?
So you got the Deco Arts,
Metallic.
the whole set?
Just like Xander had.
Okay, we're gonna have doubles of things, but that's okay. We'll give it away, or you can, you know, get after it.
Look at that.
Ooh,
Lusciousness.
and now it's sealed in for the most part. For the most part.
Yes. It is.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, Deb.
I'm just going to keep grabbing them over here and kind of randomly picking things. Okay, this is like this is called yellow green. That's what I like about these people. Keep it simple.
Yeah. Hey, Carla.
And I still haven't cleaned my brayer. I keep saying I'm going to do that. Haven't got there yet.
Keep threatening.
This is the paper. Ask Miriam what kind of paper this is. It's kind of a little bit stiff, Miriam. And it's slightly mottled.
It almost looks like to me, kind of the calligraphy paper, you know, it's supposed to look old-timey parchment.
Parchment, could be.
See, my brain had to get there. Took a minute.
And see, there was still a little bit left behind of the other on the plate. So, you know, as you go along, you're going to have that. But now this will be, it won't be transferring to other things.
As much.
As much. No, really, seriously, once you do this, you're pretty good to go.
If it's on there really chunky, keep in mind that it may not. Like, it may take a couple of times to seal it in. Because it resists.
It resists that it do. All right, we're going to use some of this this expensive.
Diane wants to know, Patricia, have you used the genuine papyrus on the gel plate? I'm too scared.
No, I haven't.
$25 a sheet.
Whoa! Well, I want to make sure whatever it was, though.
It was damn good.
Printing was some good stuff. Whoa!
Don't mess it up.
Don't mess it up. No pressure or anything. Don't mess it up. Yeah. Okay. Make sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't hesitate. You're going to get some really nice leftovers there, residuals.
Ooh. That's very nice. So that was like the ugliest print that has now become. It's the ugly duckling.
Really?
It's a beautiful swan now.
And isn't it cool? Look at these one little shapes here, like this one right here. It looks like the design was just made in that little shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. That's going to be a good one.
Oh, nice, Carla. Nice.
Okay, let's use some Izzy's favorite color. Don't look, Susan. She says there are some kinds of pink that really, they just make my eyes hurt. I agree. But the reason I like this one is because it kind of...
Well, and these are so...
morphs out into some other colors.
And it's so transparent.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it when you put it on there, but, you know, it is.
Oh! SWL, Sherry has taken... She used the wire cubes that assemble for storage, and we love those things. That's what P has her stuff on over here. She takes 2 panels, space them for your paint bottles, and then slightly, I think maybe slightly raise one in front to keep the paint, to tilt it. Yeah, so like
basic tint them.
Yeah, you kind of tilt it back or whatever. That's smart. Those wire cubes have so much potential. Yeah, elevate the front one higher than the back one.
I don't know what kind of tissue this is, but I'm suspecting it is not
No.
strength.
No.
But I got it off of there in one piece.
Nicely done. I don't know if pink was kind of the best choice, but
You don't know the pink was what I should have done? Well. Okay, I don't really know what to do with that. That's a great big one. I don't want to do that one right now.
yeah, you need your bigger plate.
Okay, so what do we want? I think we're going to do a... Where's my limey greeny? Limey greeny.
Oh, she adhered them to the wall. Notice I changed that word. Just didn't want any, you know. Okay, she adhered them to the wall and have 70 plus bottles in a 4 by 4 square grid. And then Miriam made her own paint organizer today. She couldn't stand the disorganization anymore. I totally understand this feeling. I got it. I'm with you. Ooh.
And look at how it's
It's
rolling
curly,
around
yeah.
my arm. Another python.
So that's because it's, you know, like a magazine or a
Yes, this
that
is
kind of
Sierra
coated
Club.
paper. Coated paper will do that for sure.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is another big one.
Yeah, the lime green was better than the pink. I think she should have done lime green on the other one too. I think that would have been really quite nice. What do you? She's so. Is this the thing you've been wanting to do? She's obsessed with this whole idea of putting paint on cellophane. I don't know that wasn't thought through. Mm-hmm.
Got a little bit there.
There's something.
It's doing some kind of weird things.
I
Okay, well
don't know what you're doing with this. I need to see the thing that you keep talking about. Yeah.
Just hang in there, Mariah, and I'll get around to you.
You're all right. Hey, Yuta.
Okay, this is some more of the paper that from Tam's
Gift.
that just keeps on giving. Oh, I use that one all the time. It's just about empty. Rosy pink. Here's a really pretty purple.
Yeah, that's my thought too. Darcy thinks that it's just gonna peel off in the long run. It's gonna get all flaky and
Well, no, till you give it a whirl.
well, we're just, you know,
You're just
thinking ahead.
predicting.
Thinking ahead.
I need to get some other things out here. Oh, here's my envelope that I was going to do some stuff with.
Is that for the book too? The envelope?
I'm not sure what it's going to be for, but I definitely need some more pockets in the book.
Yeah, I kind of like that she didn't, you know, put too many in. Like you can choose where you want to put.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm hoping this is not going to cover up the window entirely. I don't care if it does a little bit, but I'd like for it to be semi-transparent, and I'm hoping that that is what's going to occur here. That's my thought. Oh yeah, that's going to be really nice. Look at that. Now see, that's some cellophane-y stuff there on you and Darcy.
Well, Darcy and I are just very logical people. Darcy even more so than I. Yeah.
Look, and it left that nice little piece there.
Yeah, the window.
The window. I'm not going to mess that up because I really do like that. And I'm going to have to do some other stuff around it because I got to cover up all this stupid writing stuff that comes with envelopes. Go figure. Okay, well let's do some something with this. I tell you what, I really just love this color so much, and I don't have very much of it left.
Well, don't you have another set of this stuff?
Oh. I have the other set of the, you know, the...
Oh, our U.S. Art Supply.
The tube.
Well, maybe what we should do is give away the ones, the U.S. Art Supply ones, in a giveaway.
I'll think about that.
We're gearing up for the giveaway. We're a little ways away, but still, you know, I'm planning ahead here. So those of you that are new to the channel, welcome, thank you. Subscribe if you haven't already. Once we hit 7,000 subscribers, we will do a big old giveaway. So those of you that are following us and know us and love us and all that business, be sure to reach out to, you know, any new arty friends, get them over here. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll do one of the big giveaways. I have a ton of IMPP stencil stuff that we'll be doing. We have quite a few stamps, IMPP type stuff. Most of them are probably perfectly fine, and for our crowd, you guys seem to love them, or just happy as can be.
Or you lie about it and say you do.
That's true, and we appreciate
and
y'all
we appreciate that. Now here's this weird paper. Xandra's still there? Xandra, did you figure out what this paper was? It does tear.
I think it's some kind of rice paper, but it's not like the lined kind.
It's really not. It's just not. And I'm going to use a heavy body on this because the last time I did it, I just used the really the kind of loosey-goosey, fluidy stuff. But I don't want to get too carried away with the color here, so...
She's still here.
Alright, let's go with green gold. Or I could do nickel azo, because we know that's transparent.
Yes. Yeah, she's not sure which one it is.
It almost feels a little bit, you know how that they put stuff on the inside of you know, if you have a buttoned shirt, they sew it in there.
Yes, that kind of lining type.
And sometimes it's sticky.
Is it batting?
It's not batting, is like quilting stuff, but it's Pellon.
Pellon?
I think it's called Pellon.
Look at you knowing things. Somebody will be able to
I
help
want to
us.
make sure that I've got my
Interface.
Interfacing.
Fusion.
Yeah.
Stabilizer.
Stabilizer. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to do
Oh, look at that.
acrobatics here because I've got some on this side over here that I
Were
have to...
those the crayons?
Yeah.
That's why.
But I got them sealed.
Maybe.
Look at that. That looks pretty good. That one might need a bit more there. Didn't pick up enough. I like this yellow.
Alright, so Paula's giving us some information. I don't really know exactly what, but I'm going to read it out.
Okay.
She says, haha, Belgium. Burnt orange soft body. $65 for the 59 milliliter. She's a no on that. She's a no. For the Liquitex, the little...
Hey, check this out, ladies and gents.
Yeah, this is the 59. So this is 65 euros.
I think this is Vicky. Vicky just keeps on giving.
Yeah, see, she ain't stealing.
But now look what we got there.
But what does...
I think what will happen once this dries.
It will, because they become less movable. They're kind of like the Derwent thing in a way, where it's like once you've activated them but then they dry.
And remember,
Less likely.
this is also open.
Yes.
Open paint
Very
here.
interesting.
Very interesting. Well, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Let's put this up here and let it dry sometime tomorrow. Fortunately, I have another.
Sunday. By Sunday, it'll be good.
It'll
Come
be
back
good.
on Sunday.
Come
We
back on
stream on
Sunday.
Sundays, too. Those of you that don't know.
Okay, so what else do I have here? Well, I need to bring in old Big Bertha over there.
Yeah, you need your bigger.
Or, you know, I can just do different colors on here.
Piece it.
Piece it.
Patch it.
Patch it. Let's just do that.
Okay.
Because the problem with my big one is it really needs cleaning.
Oh, hey, Yonka. And I know I don't say it right, and I do apologize for that, but that's just like my brain. Yonk. I think it's like Yonka.
I don't know if you pronounce the E or not.
Yeah, I know I want to.
I know you want to.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. It's there. It needs it needs to be.
Yeah, my brain says there's no
Okay,
there.
I don't, you know, this is open. And I don't know, this may be a really
A
bad choice.
But you're committing.
But I'm committing.
She's committing.
I just need it to be a little less orange.
Well, shouldn't you add blue then?
Well, the problem is I've got blue underneath it and blue on the other side.
Oh,
So
quite
I've
the
got
dilemma.
It is. It is quite the dilemma. Oh, how much time of my
Here,
life is spent, you know, screwing on lids. I got it. Finally.
Hey, your lid opener thing, Darcy found it, so it's on its way.
Where was it?
It
The
was in
bottom
one
of a...
It was in one of the little packet things.
Well, we
I
kind
was
of...
like, yeah, P was looking for that.
I mean, I only needed it a couple of times, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why she has buildup on the edge of her sprayer. It's on its way. It's in the... Because it was actually in the stuff that we gave to Darcy to send back to us. Which is on
See,
its
Mariah,
way.
you looked for it, but
I'm a
you-
little worried, so here's something to think about that might keep you up at night. I don't know if I should tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway because I already started. The oil pastels that she gave you,
Yeah?
I'm wondering how they're traveling in this heat.
There maybe be a big old block of...
There might be.
Look at that. I love it.
We'll hold it up and we will
Well,
love it
just
too.
a minute. I'm going to
Okay.
get the rest of this. This is what's nice about open paints, you know? There's just a time and a place for everything, and when you're doing this kind of thing...
With an ER? See, that doesn't seem right to me.
What?
Paula keeps telling me that it's Yunker. That's what she writes. But I still don't believe it.
Well, I think you should believe it. She's like there. Jesus, Mariah. Holy Mother. Okay, we got some interesting stuff here. Yonker. I don't know. This is kind of close to wanker. I don't know that.
Yeah, see, I don't, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, where does the R come from?
Well, it's like those people that put an R at
Well,
the end of idea.
Well, yeah, it's Texan.
No, it's those New Englanders.
Oh, New Englander.
Yeah.
I think there's some Texans that kind of do some stuff like that too.
Well, I don't think it's they don't.
You're
the
looking out the
R.
back window.
They don't even.
You look out the
pronounce
back. You look out the back
last
window.
syllable. She's stressing me out here. Okay, I'm going to do the backs of some papers because I don't know what else to do, and y'all don't really care anyway. So, if you got anything else you want me to do here, you need to let me know.
Y'all have any requests of anything?
This has big balls.
And she likes to shake them.
Shaky, shaky.
Yeah, see, Amalia says that in Connecticut they say I dear.
Idea. Yeah. I told you, it's Yankees.
Bye, Z. Thanks for hanging.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look at this good stuff on this plate. Oh my God. Isn't
Yeah,
this
it's
absolutely
a good way to look at it, Deb. What are you-
wonderful stuff going on?
Okay, you're doing the back side. Did you see my face? She already messed that one up
What?
the other day.
Oh, I did not. Shush it.
Oh. Well, yes, sort of. Thank you, Carrie.
What?
But I don't have them cut out, but they are in the shop and they are available. So, yes, the grandfather's letters, which I did not have Brad cut extras of to have P stamped with today, that you said that. But they are in the shop. We will show those on Sunday. You can stamp some more.
Yeah, I kind of really did want to use those with my colorful book.
And I'm trying to think if I have the
My
stamped.
colorful book.
Yeah, let me go look. I think I have the stamped ones downstairs. So hold on, I'll be right back.
Look at that
thank you, Carrie.
lusciousness.
He's so sweet.
And see, I really wanted them because remember in Akiko's, the colorful book, she has some, she has numbers and she has alphabets in there. And I really wanted some of those to make some of the tags that I made, but I didn't have any at the time or wasn't allowed to do them at the time for whatever reason. I don't know. Mariah doesn't tell me exactly, you know, everything.
There's a reason for that.
And there's a reason for that. Usually it's because I have a tendency to blab about things. Oh.
So
Now
yeah.
see, that's exactly what and that's a perfect size too. I'll have the stamp sometime soon, I'm sure.
Yes. By Sunday.
By Sunday, she says.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I've got everything over here. Oh, except this one. And we're going to do the same thing because look at what wonderfulness happened here.
And Carrie will have his soon.
Here with, it's got to go across the pond, Carrie. And we think it's kind of the slow boat.
Mm-hmm.
We hope it's not going to China, but we never know. All right, I'm going to hold off on this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Because I want to do the back of that, because that's going to look so cool. Okay, yeah, that's the right side. I liked that mixture. Didn't you all like that mixture? I thought that really worked well. So what was it?
Which one now?
Transparent oxide with a little of my clean out.
That was nice.
Transparent brown iron oxide. I like brown. Some people
Bye, Fran.
don't like brown. Running down her leg. I don't know how I happened to make that happen. Oh my gosh, did you see that squirt over there? I have all kinds of liquid problems here.
Yes.
We'll just leave it at that. Where's Eddie?
Hey, Julie. Oh! God, I tell you, I am... You put these over here.
Well, because I didn't want to smush them
painty?
and get them painty.
We also have a new set of Julie Torrens printables in the shop available. P will show them here in just a second. So we have the summer blooms or summer flowers and then fall foliage. That's looking pretty cool too. Oh, that isn't one of your. That's one of the pieces. Never mind.
What?
I know, new stuff today. Falling into fall. And we've got some other new things that we need to be, that were in the works.
Now look how cool that looks.
Oh, God. Brown stuff. Yeah, there was a lot of low-hanging fruit on that one for sure.
What?
Yes, you was just rolling out that paint and all the things. It's not where you draw the line, Eddie. Now we know.
Carmichael always say a bird nest on the ground. Oh, wasn't that a nice ripping sound?
Yes, your ASMR is fantastic. I don't know what it stands for. I can't remember.
Oh, I'm not sure that I ever knew.
That's a lovely,
okay.
lovely brown.
It is a lovely brown, and I think it needs a bit of oomping. Okay, Mariah's waving things at me. Waving things at me. Oh, here we go. Ooh.
Push it up a little bit towards me. There you go. Perfect. Wonderful. In the shot. Perfect.
Present designs by J.
Torrens.
Digital paper pack printable patterned papers. Boy.
And yeah. There are actually 13 sheets. It says 12, but there are 13. Because I messed up on this one. This is
everybody will think they're getting
sheet.
one for free.
That's right.
I'm always.
If you're watching the stream, you're getting a bonus. Otherwise, you're just getting what the thing says.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that fun?
But it is in here. I did print it out. I just didn't print out a new top cover sheet.
Oh, and look, and you can make your own doodles on this one. Mushrooms. Put little dots on these and make them into amanitas.
And if you want to watch some of these being made, she actually has a stream or stream. She has some
those
videos.
Are pretty flowers.
Showing when she created. Like, I watched her do some of those mushrooms.
Oh, I love the blue pumpkins.
Squash.
Ooh, that's really nice.
I'm ready for fall. This heat is
I
ridiculous.
am too. I'm so sick of this. Oh,
Isn't
this
that
would be
pretty?
This would be a wonderful page to just add your own stuff to.
Yeah, she does well
God,
with
I
that.
love that. Oh, and look at this cute little border stuff going on here.
Good job, Julie Torrens.
Chop and
the border builders would be perfect with these to build little faux washi strips. Look at us, like things just falling into
Look
place.
at these lovely flowers. Look at that.
I promise we don't plan any of this.
This is my first time to even see them. I found them on the steps this morning. I brought them upstairs, but I had cleaning to do, Julie.
She did.
As I'm still unpacking from
And I told her, I said, hey, before those other boxes get here, you need to, make way.
These little bees I got to show you.
The bees are adorable.
Here's Izzy's little bee. Look at
She's getting really good, though. She really, some of the things she drew, like a cat, and the paws are actual, real paws, not little sticks.
Those are cute little boogers. Oh, and look at the wonderful variety here. I love this little side slant.
Yeah, I noticed that, too. I was
It's wonderful that they're not all straight on, and that's it.
That's it. New set.
Nice they look.
And they do look good with that. You can do what you want with those, or I can also put those in a giveaway. We'll probably print out a couple of sets.
Well, I was going to say, I really, I don't want to do any right now because I'm doing this book with the not colorful business, and I'm almost finished with Akiko's. But I am going to go ahead and use some of those numbers.
And I'll put the link in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, I need to do something more to this because I think it's kind of boring brown. Let's at least get some yellow on it, maybe. Yellow. A little pink. Really, I don't have much of this left. But I better shake what's in here.
Oh, that's right. I remember you talking about that in the one video, that the beads, they came from a little mistake because she did a paint drop. And then so then she just started putting a little beads on there.
I love that story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get Izzy to be more.
Yeah, because she's kind of
Well, I'm
like...
telling you what, she goes into meltdown mode when she has a specific thing that she thinks should be. Oh no.
No.
No, 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 no. Wow, this hasn't happened in such a long time.
Well, you're using a lot of different kind of unknown papers. It's tricky to stay.
This is, the problem is I had too much paint down there.
Uh-huh. This is the in-between.
Mm-hmm. Well, this may be just one we're just going to peel off of there. And now, Fran would go ahead and put down another layer of... I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, matte medium.
Yeah, if this was like, you know, a really special...
Precious
piece of paper, I would worry about that, but... Now, I'll tell you why. You know, I had down... there was some of the open green down there, right? You can see it a little bit.
open green.
Open gold green from before. And then I left this down just a little bit too long. If I had gotten it right up, it would have been just fine. And, you know, no harm, no foul.
Need your squeegee thingy.
What squeegee thingy?
Oh, here. Well, this...
Oh, yeah, that might work.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
And it's kind to the surface. It's not abrading. Well, you know, every now and then I'm kind of glad these kind of things happen, because this is a good opportunity to say, you know, no harm, no foul. Just kind of have to come in and spray down some more water and
get the paper up.
And what I will use is I will use one of the Lucas Krills to do a dry pull.
Oh, yeah, and I think that the paper scraps, yes, would probably come up with packing tape.
If you let them dry, yeah.
Yeah. See, right now, everything's still dampish.
Everything's wet. And, yeah, that would have been an option. And probably a good cleaning of this plate will be, hey, this little jobber worked.
Oh, Mary Ellen says, pull up that brayer off paper.
Thank you.
It's good.
Because that's looking like a really good piece of paper.
Jamie says, so not such a superfluous art tool after all.
God, some of you have memories like elephants.
Very good, Jamie.
Okay, this is still, and can you see where I put my fingerprint? Right in the middle of those. I should go along and do that on each one.
Yeah, make it purposeful.
This is open. This is why you don't use open.
Not in Texas. Well, sometimes you need to. Sometimes it's dry as all get out, and if you want something to happen.
Okay, well that's still dry.
Oh no, very good, Mary Ellen. Appreciate that.
What is it?
To pull up your brayer. Pull up the brayer off.
What?
The brayer off. It's a good one. It needs to be pulled up.
Oh yeah, you mean I need to
Yeah, change it.
change it out?
Yes, please.
Alrighty, can do that. Oh, we've got one more to do here. What time is it?
Well, you got 20 minutes.
I think I can manage. Okay. I don't know what's on this, but again, we're gonna...
That's the brown.
And that's the brown. Well, that's open too, but I think it's had enough time to,
Yeah, well, you had a couple of
Actually-
pulls off of it, so.
yeah, let's get rid of that. We don't need to be getting that close and personal with that. I think this is the last one. I have one over here that I wanted to try. It was that printed paper.
Mm-hmm.
Printing paper that we said is like cake on.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure I hit this side first. So, what are we going to use here, folks? Let's shiny this thing up. It's already kind of shiny.
What are you thinking?
This iridescent gold fine. It's really nice and titanium white. I don't think so. Yeah, okay, look at this. This is perfect. It's very thin, very sheer.
Yes. Very sheer.
I've got some pink stuff going on here. I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, that's not very nice, Julie. Somebody does need to make you coffee. This one over here gets real upset unless, you know, if she has to make coffee, then, you know.
Well, if you've been down there for,
Yes.
you know, a goodly amount of time and the coffee hasn't been made, my question is, why in the hell not?
Sometimes I just, you know, have other things I'm doing.
The first thing that you should do every morning is make coffee.
Well, Van's been pretty good about it here lately.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Woohoo! Pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to hurry up and put some more down here.
And you need to cover up that purple business on the sides.
I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on it.
Michelle, she says, I've made coffee for for 18 years. She's not sure that her husband knows how to do it. P knows how to do it. She just doesn't do it nicely.
Well,
There's attitude involved.
there is if I have to make it.
She makes it pretty good, too. But there's attitude. Oh, ours does, but that would require, you still have to, you know, do the grinding at night. Remember to hit the little thing.
Trying to get every little spot on here. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. Have I got all of them? I think so.
Oh, that looks great.
Doesn't it?
Love that.
And this is that craft colored deli paper, which I don't know where Xander gets that, but that is some good stuff.
Yes.
I love it. All right, what do we still have here too? All right, we need to do the back sides of these, but I need the big plate.
I keep saying that.
Oh, it's got a few little thises and that's on it.
So did the other thing.
Yeah.
It still has some more.
Yeah,
It's
there's
building up.
building up.
Mm-hmm.
That'll require a...
Oh, that was the golden, right?
What?
Golden fluid fine.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh,
No, this is Art Deco. But I
but
just
prior
used...
to that, you used the golden fine.
Yeah.
Price-wise,
There's a big difference.
yes. But there isn't a huge difference in those particular ones. Now, there's some, you know, there are golden paints that's very obvious that it's like, those are some darn good paints. But once it comes to these high flow, really sheer fluid ones, high flow acrylics, not a ton of difference between how they kind of roll out and what we use them for. Now, somebody probably has a, you know, who's it, what's it. Let us know.
I'm really serious. You know, if I were like painting something, you know, a landscape, and I wanted it to be just so-so.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
kind of like something got sacrificed. Nothing was harmed.
Yes. No animals were harmed in the making of this video. All contrary to what the color indicates there. I still don't know how to get that off of there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, we're going with a little heavier duty gold here.
Just, this bang business. Susan says to use a sponge and dab it onto the plate. I don't know that enough of it's going to dab off.
Yeah, it is, and it's pretty dry. I have to move along here because this is drying and doing weird funky things on me. And where's my...
It's crazy.
Crazing. Okay, I've got this. Takes a lot of talent here.
Yeah, look at you. Spinning plates.
Yeah.
You know, she's going to put her leg behind her head here in a minute.
No, don't hold your breath on that one.
Hey, Anthony.
Yeah, we got some contortions going on here, but they don't involve any leg lifting, I assure you. I'm sorry, but...
Getting the big plate out was plenty of the workout. Are you going to put some stuff on in the book on Sunday?
I'm really thinking I'll be ready to, yeah.
Okay.
Have some stuff, you know, I've already got some stuff queued up.
That's good.
But I really wanted to get through these papers. I know not all of them are going to work, but I'm still real hopeful.
Look at that. This is one of Darcy's. This is the forest foliage,
turning it around and putting it back down. I don't know if it's too dry. Maybe too dry to get very much. Oh, a little bit. Very wispy.
Oh, I like that though. I think that's good. I think that was a good thing. If it was too much of the same, then it would just, it wouldn't have the same effect.
But I like, now do you know, turning it, flipping it, you're getting more perpendicular crossings with the pattern that's already down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm happy with that.
That's forest foliage.
That is a good one. Now, let's see here. We've got to do something to the back of this. And I think we're just going to go ahead and...
That's forest floor.
And this is forest floor.
The ones with the little droplet, you know...
Gotcha.
Like the seeds have fallen to the floor of the forest.
Right. Righto. Righto.
Darcy says, thank you, P.
All right, we're going to go with some... No, we're not. That's the wrong color. Grabbing the wrong ones here. Burnt Umber Light. Ah!
Sugar biscuits.
And actually, it is... I always put a bit of blue with this because I think it's just too... I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't like it.
But you like it when it has a little blue in it.
I like it when it has a bit of blue. We'll just whip a little of this in. Of course, now this is going to make it... This color dries out everything. I do not know how this can be.
The blues do that. Even the Liquitex stuff. The blues dry very quickly. I think we had this discussion. I can't remember what the reasoning was. But, you know. If y'all remember, let us know in the chat. There was some kind of, you know, knowing something.
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 Something. Something, honey.
up your brayer. I was thinking the same thing, Deb.
What?
She says, Dear Golden, Queen P would like more blue in that color. Haven't mixed it right. To her satisfaction.
Well, it's probably this brown that I make here is more of a burnt. No, that's what I just used.
Van Dyke. Maybe you're getting...
Yes, Van Dyke is, but I think I'm out of it.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go. This is a well-designed stencil. You did good on these here, Darcy. I mean, it's easy to cut. And design-wise, very nice. Lots of uses for it. And cool because you can flip-flop it.
Well, I'm hoping it was wet enough because this is, you know,
No,
these are dry paints.
Again, perfect. You don't want it to be
suggestive.
And tricky because this paper has the little ridgy.
I love this paper.
This is the wrapping paper.
Tam, what is it?
I don't think she ever gave up the information of where she got
Yeah, she may not even have known. All right.
Maybe.
Now we're going to take this to the next level.
All right, you got 9 minutes to do it.
I can do it.
Okay.
Because I don't like all that white showing. I don't know. Just, you know, it's like, that's looking right.
Oh, Marielle, I think that too.
What?
She says so much talent in such a friendly place. I think that about us.
I mean, seriously.
I mean, everybody here, like, not us. Actually, there's not a lot of friendliness here sometimes.
Did you see how quick you had to do that? I wanted to
Like a little jackrabbit.
capture the cellular activity.
Must capture that.
You must move quickly.
If you want to catch it in the
Like
wild.
a fox in the chicken house. All right.
Oh, goodness. Oh, very nice. Well done.
Yes.
Looks like fabric.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, really happy with that. Really happy with that. Now, I'm just thinking I have a few minutes, right?
Yep.
I'm going to give this a little washout work over.
Okay, wash out, work over.
You should see these pants. And of course, you know, I've got some pants that don't have paint on them, right? What are the pants that I wore the day I went to the airport? The pants with paint all over them. And I really didn't even notice it until I got to Baltimore. We were out in the sunlight and I was like, oh crap. But you know, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
people kind of, you know, that old people are given a little bit of.
Uh-huh. Bye, Julie.
Yes. Yes.
Well done. Wowzers on that one. Mm-hmm.
And see what's cool, wherever the paper wasn't, I mean, wherever the paint wasn't, where there was just paper, notice how it adhered.
Mm-hmm.
Much better than in the places where there was paint. FYI. Okay, I think that's going to be lovely. Look at this side and then this side.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
Very happy with that. Very happy. All right.
Laura says that that color reminds her of Karki. Or is that a typo? I don't know.
What is it?
Karki. K-A-R-K-I.
Khaki.
Maybe she meant khaki.
Khaki.
Khaki. Everybody's saying khaki. Like Karki. I don't know what Karki is. I'm interested.
Inquiry minds want to know. Oh!
Sarah says she needs to get to the bottom of a bottle of paint. My car keys.
Hey, I've got some. Okay, now you saw what I mixed together there. It was the open brown with the oh, what did I grab there? The gold.
Okay, so Leah says that paper you were using before or asking about earlier could be Luchador.
Really?
It's a cross between paper and fabric. Why am I thinking of, masked wrestlers?
I don't know. I give up. What's the answer to that?
Luchador.
Oh, it could have been the name of one of the dudes?
Well, no, but it's Luchador is what she said, but then I was,
God.
you know. Laura, are you still trying?
All right, so I'm going to get this off quickly, turn it, and get it.
No, I don't think you should do it. I think it's going to mess it up. Well, y'all saw this little split second of its beautifulness. I think she may have obliterated its beautifulness. Let's see. And then we could probably end on that one. Oh, you got lucky. Didn't take up all that paint, because if it would have looked like poop.
That is so bogus. That is not.
I am not wrong. I am not wrong. No,
wrong.
you're we know what you're talking about.
Get this bumpy paper back on here.
The bumpy
paper.
Okay, I can't believe that much came up. That's kind of like meh, whatever.
It's got wonderful little swishy.
Oh yeah, but it's meh.
Swishy things on there. It's not meh.
You know what's there.
It's not meh. I disagree. I think it's very subtle.
Let us know in the chat.
It doesn't reach out and smite your eyeballs.
That's true. There's no smiting.
No smiting occurred on this today.
I was not smited by that one at all. Thanks, Kathy. Bye-bye.
I mean, even the pink that I used today did not smite the eye.
Eustace's backseat gel printing, Mariah. Across the table. Suggesting.
Yes. Well, I mean, I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah, you
it's
need
ridiculous.
to. This is like my hair. You just keep talking about it. Would you do something about it?
Look at that booger. I mean, we got some serious paint buildup there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys.
Hey, look at that little knobber right there.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to end the stream here, lady.
I'm showing them.
Okay. Y'all looking at that? Oh, goodness. Look at that one drip down.
I know. Dingle balls. Serious dingle balls on the paint.
Yeah, let us know how your brayer hangs.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let us know over in Makers. You guys show us your pictures of your brayer. How does your brayer look? Is it clean? We want to know. Thank you all for hanging out with us once again here in the stream, during the live stream, for those of you that did. If you are hanging out with us on a replay, that's cool too. Thank you so much. Do come back. Leave those comments. Even if you are watching the live stream, we'd love for you to come back. Leave comments. All that business, because it helps us with that thing called the YouTube algorithm. It does indeed. And one of these days we'll get up to 7,000 subscribers and we'll be doing a big old giveaway, because that's what we like to do when we hit those big numbers. Otherwise, we'll see you back here on Sunday. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye.
Bye.